Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I found myself divorced and out there looking for love in all the wrong places. Fucking this one and that one and that one and that one and this one and that one. And my body count going up and my value going down. I'm just going to call it like a TI is. All the while, my husband done found somebody else building a relationship and building a life with them. I should have stayed married to my husband.
So I had a realization today. I've been divorced for 3.5 years, and I went through 1.5 years of counseling after my marriage broke up, and I've dated on and off in that 3.5 years. I don't have any kids, so it was a clean break in my divorce. I'm a church worker. I'm a strong Christian, and I try to live by Christian values when dating. I'm also a woman of the real world and understand, when dating, what it's like to date out in the real world. And it is so hard. It is so hard to find someone who is looking for someone of value, who's not wanting to sleep with someone right away, and who's not wanting to, change their morals because...
If I had known this, it would have saved me from a second divorce. Every choice you make stems from what you believe you deserve. After my divorce, no confidence. It was my mission to get into another relationship and fall in love. I needed to prove to myself that my divorce was the right decision. I needed someone to make me feel like I was worth loving. I didn't know how to do that for myself. And when you're coming from that place of lack, you choose the wrong partners. And here's divorce number 2. Don't do what I did. Take the time to get to know yourself and to like yourself so that you know what you deserve and you don't settle for less. Come join Divorced and Empowered if you want to connect with other women rebuilding after divorce.
It can be rather challenging to find love, and there are a lot of unattractive women and men with complex problems and baggage. A person may experience great disappointment and hopelessness as a result of the highs and lows of dating, which may be stressful, draining, frightening, and time-consuming. However, some people intentionally hurt their chances of finding true love and having a happy, meaningful relationship. Among them is a woman who has been divorced. There's no doubt that it might be difficult to locate the proper individual. Numerous things, like fate, timing, and being in the right place at the right moment are beyond our control. However, we do have power over the people we choose to surround ourselves with, spend time with, and open our hearts to. Women who get divorced usually do so because they realize, after it is too late, that they have made the incorrect decision. Most of the time, I question why these ladies, who are in their 40s or 50s, got a divorce from their partners, or even divorced their partners. Divorcing your spouse is the last thing a 40-something woman wants to do. A great deal of contemporary women believe that they can simply file for divorce from their husbands, return to the workforce as though they are still 21, and find a suitable partner. It breaks my heart to witness young girls falling for the falsehood that as they become older, their value in the sexual marketplace increases. The idea that society has duped them is a total fabrication. That isn't how the modern world operates. As you get older, you can't just divorce your spouse and expect you can find someone else by using dating apps. You'll eventually take a large pie to the face and realize that you no longer have the same influence over the kind of men you desire. It's funny that these divorced ladies are using dating apps to pursue the same elite guys. Who is buying these guys? Do you know? The age range of the chicks is 18 to 22. That's the hard reality. The strain of dating a divorced lady is something that no man wants to take on. For a man, that is too much baggage. Women sometimes imagine they will find a partner after divorcing their marriages and compare themselves to males. For a man, everything is distinct. Even after getting divorced in his 50s, a man can still look for a suitable young woman to settle down with. For these ladies, it's not the same. Many divorced ladies are crying and feeling guilty about what they did because of this. They wish they hadn't divorced their partners after realizing how unstable the world is.
When you meet a girl, and if she's been married multiple times and has been through multiple divorces, this is an instant no-go, guys. This is a girl that has been picking the wrong partners for a while, and you don't want anything to do with that. One divorce is the max. Don't go past that.
Do not date a girl who just got out of a relationship anywhere in the nearest 6 months. The reason why is because you don't want to deal with any kind of drama that comes along with that. Maybe she's still not over him. Maybe he's still in her life trying to get her back. Maybe she's still healing from the wounds that happened from that relationship. So ask a girl the last time she was in a relationship. If it was any time between now and the last 6 months, just be done.
There are some women, when they get divorced, not all, that go through a bit of a promiscuous phase. And if you're down for that, great. But if you're looking for a relationship, might be not so good. Number 2 is most likely her kids are always going to come first. If you cannot handle that, then do not even go down this road. And number 3, you are gonna have to deal with her ex. She might have trust issues because he cheated, or he's still the father of her children. My rule of thumb is give it a year at least. If someone has not been separated or divorced for that long, stay away.
A man would have looked at all of his options and concluded that he couldn't find the kind of partner he desired before considering getting married to a divorced lady. A divorced woman would not be a man's first option. There are many good reasons why men avoid divorced women, and these are not the only ones. 1. Possessiveness. The majority of divorced women exhibit extreme possessiveness. They tend to take the lead since they don't want to repeat the mistakes of their unsuccessful marriage. They learn a few tricks from their broken marriage and take advantage of this. 2. It's consistently you versus X. Divorced women never ever move on from their failed relationship, even though they might have the guts to declare, "Oh, I'm so over him." Every divorced woman finds it extremely hurtful to have their name associated with a divorce on their CV. She will therefore always find a method to set you apart from the ex, even though you are the man in her life right now. 3. You have a higher chance of getting dumped. Research indicates that women start more than 75% of divorces. Therefore, you will be fired faster than the speed of light if you, as her regretful ex's replacement, are not meeting the standards of the position. Unlike in the past, when a woman was obligated to her husband for life, regardless of the status of the marriage, women now have greater power to end relationships. 4. You are a pawn. A divorced woman needs a man to help her succeed in her plan of success, since she cannot go on and attempt to handle her setback. Keep in mind that she is still grieving over the breakup of her marriage, and since she can't easily take revenge without facing repercussions, the man helps her feel more confident. Men are the indicator that a divorced lady has moved on and isn't content to accept things as they are. So, should you date a divorced woman? My advice is a super gigantic, enormous, big fat no. While it's true that single men and women are not perfect, at least you are better suited to deal with their shortcomings than those of divorced ladies.